Page 75, Wondering. Here we get triplets, eighth note triplets. We've had them before, I'm sure. Let's take a look at this. It's 4 lines long, treble bass clef. We are in the key of E minor, 1 sharp. Do the scales and arpeggios for G major and E minor. You know what to do, I hope. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. 2/4 time signature, right hand first. Let's check the fingering and rhythm and all that. Here, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then come down. Now the triplet, measure 5. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1. You have to be able to go back and forth easily, and that's what we're doing here between measure 6 and 7. 1 and a 2 and 1. Now I suggest, because of measure 9, you got to be up here in an E, that we want to get as close to that as we can. So if you can, your second finger on the, just scrunch up. You scrunch up here and use 5, 3, 2. This way I'm a little closer to that E. If I use 3, I'm farther away from it. I want to be close. I mean, thumb would be ideal. Then I could just reach it. But you may not want to do that. At least second finger, and that way you're closer to the E. 2, this way the left hand gets to have some fun because you're just doing a scale going down in half notes. Okay, left hand. It starts with the scale going down in half notes. And then to measure 9, it gets the 1 and 2. And thumb there in measure 12. This way we're in position for measure 13. 1 and 2, 1 and be careful here, because a lot of times in triplets they'll put a little 3 in the middle of the notes somewhere to indicate it's a triplet. They don't always. The fact they're beamed together and you got to play them as triplets, or there's too many notes in the measure. That tells you, just don't think that's a finger number. It's not. That 3 is not a finger number. In measure 13, 1 and measures 2 voices. You have the half note, hold it down, and the top voice together. You're just holding that down. Remember, when you're pushing a note, holding it down, it takes no effort to keep it down. Once it's down, there's no effort at all. It just almost stays down by itself. So don't get the idea, I gotta hold that down. Oh no, I'm tensing. No, relax. Just when you're ready, play the next one. And then the next one. Just stay relaxed. Here. Don't tense up because you're holding a note down. Then we put the hands together. We shouldn't, because you're only doing half notes in one hand. So I put the hands together, and then I'll go back over it slowly and work out any hesitations. It would be nice if you can get us to where you don't look at the keyboard for this any more than you have to. You want to feel your way around. Then to do the articulation, and this is connected. You're lifting up for the phrasing, and it looks like every 4 measures is a phrase. Lift up. Lift up. Yeah, every 4 measures is a phrase. You can lift up in the melody. These half notes, connect those all the way through. So at the end of the first line, I'm here. I'm going to lift up to go on to the second line, but I'm going to connect that. At the end of the second line, you can lift up both hands because we're switching places here. And now at the end of the third line, I'm going to lift up, but I'm going to connect the left hand. I'm lifting out here, connect that. So I add the articulation and then the dynamics, and it applies to whoever gets the melody. Moderately soft, soft or very soft. The third line down, it's moderately loud is here, soft. So, and then the last line is sort of soft, again, the left hand. you get a diminuendo, the last couple measures, you go down to soft and slow down. Yeah. And then the speed, adagio is slow. So don't go too slow because that just drags. You slow down at the end? No. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not doing the louds and softs. We're just doing notes and rhythms. I'll give us 2 counts. Ready and go and. And 3 and.